Scott, that was a long, old, tough day in the field, wasn't it?
Yeah, it certainly was. There's no doubting we're up against it slightly here, but tomorrow's a new day, and I think stranger things have happened in terms of trying to get something out of this game. So we'll be giving it our all as we always do, and hopefully we'll come away with something.
Was there much help there during the day for you and for the other seam bowlers?
It was interesting. It sort of bits and pieces. It did a little bit off the wicket, and there's a few times we went past the bat, and that sort of that did help. But then there was other stages when you're bowling at very good players, it doesn't do as much, and then especially ground like this where it runs away quite quickly, it's sort of chasing your tail slightly. So there was times where it did and times where it didn't. As that sort of reflects in the scoreboard slightly, but yeah.
You got through 22 overs, only 2 wickets overall today, but you picked up one. You picked up Ollie Pope.
Yeah, it was nice. I guess on a selfish note, nice to contribute in that sense. It was a good catch by Wheelie, so that's good. But yeah, it's been tricky for the unit. I think that's quite a tough day in the field, and to only come away with 2 points is disappointing. But the fact we've picked up the 1 bowling point is obviously a bonus. So yeah, nice to contribute.
What's it like to continually bowl all day to Amla and Pope?
Ultimately, that's your job. That's what you're getting paid to do. But it's not easy. That batting lineup is world class. They've got international players right from 1 to 6. So it is tricky. But as I say, that's what we're getting paid to do. So it's up to us to try and come up with the answers. And unfortunately, we fell a bit short today.
Well, one magic ball to Amla there, didn't it? Was that the one that might have just clipped the stumps because there was an appeal for a caught behind, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was. Actually off the pad, so it was a nice ball, but obviously it wasn't meant to be. So as I say, it did a little bit, and those sorts of balls showed that. But obviously a world-class player playing a world-class knock, and I think we'll learn quite a lot from bowling at him, and also our batters will probably learn quite a lot from watching him. So yeah.
It's only your second game. Did you still enjoy it though?
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime you get the chance to be in the first 2 environment, wear the shirt, it's a massive deal, and on a sort of selfish note, I learned quite a lot from today about what it takes to constantly be challenging those sorts of guys. So yeah, absolutely enjoyed it. But yeah, tough day.
Also, the last game last season was your first game against Kent. Do you feel slightly different this year? You've had 6 months to work on things.
Yeah, definitely. I had we didn't rewrite the textbook in the winter, but we identified a few things and areas to improve on, and I think that's it's shown slightly today. Being able to constantly challenge over after over and come back and bowl across the day. But yeah, it's been quite a long process for me to get to this stage, and I'll be doing all I can to hopefully try and stay in this team and just to keep bowling as well as I can.
Okay, game situation here. You're 421 behind, and we're only halfway through. What can you do over the next 2 days as a team?
As I said at the start, I think stranger things have happened in terms of batting that number of time. AD was just sort of reeling off how many overs we have batted as a team. Going back a few years, I think Sean Irvine managed to do it quite well here and peeled off quite a lot of runs. So there's, as I say, I keep saying stranger things have happened. We'll just have to wait and see. I don't think it will be as sort of lively as it was in that first innings. The wicket has sort of not necessarily flattened out, but I think it's playing a bit truer. And yeah, again, we've got guys in form. That counts for a lot, I think, and hopefully we'll be going over by over and all the cliches that go with it. But it's up to us to try and get something out of this game.